Hi, and welcome to the Off Topic Movie Podcast. I'm Jordan, and
I'm Minaji.
I'm too lazy to look up news this week, so instead, we're going to talk about our favorite horror movies and compare and try to come out with the best one. So,
Just ready to get spooky.
oh yeah. So, I'm throwing a hardball immediately. Halloween, the original. What are your
Okay.
thoughts?
Never seen it.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I never seen it, but I did see the what's the didn't one it came out in 2018
Yeah, it was
and
Halloween.
they're all old as fuck. Um, that one was pretty decent. I felt like now see, I just want to just put out there like I love gory stuff. And I felt like the 2018 version wasn't gory enough. Maybe I haven't seen it in a while and I could be tripping, but
I don't think
I
you'd
never seen the
like
original.
I don't think you'd like the original then if you only like gory.
Yeah, well then, I mean, what is it? Is it more like psychological or
It's just scary. It's like
it's just creepy?
yeah, it's not the original uh, slasher, but it sets the tone for all of the slashers that came after.
That
Um,
one that came in 78.
yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about uh, already kind of going off topic? But how do you feel about Friday the 13th? Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
I never seen it. I'm trying to think. That's Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jason.
I've been watching this with my girlfriend recently.
Hmm.
Don't worry about what I told you before about that this week, but
Oh, okay.
and a lot of them are really bad, obviously, like you expect
Hmm.
that, but there are
Yeah, there's like 13 of them, ain't it?
13 or more. I think my favorite, honestly, like, well, one's okay, two is
Hmm.
decent, three's where he gets the iconic hockey mask. You can kind of ignore uh 4 and 5. I don't know. I don't remember the numbers honestly. I just want to get to Jason Lives is a legitimately good horror movie.
Hmm.
And if you watch any Friday the 13th, I think you should watch the first one, the second one, and Jason Lives.
Um, Fuck that. I want to see Jason X.
Oh yeah, we're coming up
First
on
one,
that one. I'm
right?
excited. Yeah, I haven't actually seen that one, and I don't want to. But she goes, "We have to watch all of them," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Because we have to watch all the Halloweens too. And I was like, I don't want to watch Halloween Resurrection, but
Now, speaking of Halloween, wasn't there was another remake that came out in '07, right?
yeah, it was Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
He made two. Uh, First one is okay. It's not that good, and then the
Oh,
second
it was
one,
two of them.
yeah, the second one's terrible. Second one reminds me of like Devil's Rejects, but worse. I don't like
Mm.
Devil's Rejects. You've probably never seen that either. I'm assuming.
I'm looking at it on the computer right now, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's like trashy horror basically. Like
It looks grindhouse type.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right,
um,
I say what movies are you thinking of?
so I would say our number one favorite horror movie is well, actually, I have two, I guess. The one that comes to mind first is The Shining. Now, let me ask you,
Never
would
seen
you
it.
consider you never seen The Shining?
Yeah, well, you've never seen Halloween, so
Hey, how are you never seen The Shining though?
I
Okay,
I just haven't seen it.
that's insane. I've seen that movie so many times. Okay, well, I'll forget my question because I was going to ask you, do you think that's more horror or more, I guess, thriller, psychological thriller?
Well,
But
from what I've seen bits and pieces, so it's definitely a horror movie. It's like a ghost
yeah,
story.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
no, that movie is it's pretty incredible. I really like it. I really like how it takes its time, the pacing, the acting, the aesthetic, just like everything about that movie was pretty great. Um, I hope you didn't get that sound.
I did, but it's fine.
I'm sorry. Um,
The one thing
and
I
then the
remember about
other,
oh, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the one thing I remember about The Shining is the random cuts to people wearing like animal mask.
oh yeah, which is still like every time I watch that, I'm still questioning that part. I don't know if that was real or if that was just like Shawty going crazy. Damn, that is such a good movie. I actually want to watch it now. But I need to actually see the supposed sequel to it, Doctor Sleep. And they got my boy Ewan McGregor in it, so I need to get
Obi-Wan.
on. Yeah. What? Same, whatever. Ewan, whatever.
I said
Ewok,
Obi-Wan. He's Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars.
oh, Obi-Wan. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's supposed to be a show. Um, but yeah, I need to see that. And then, like, my second favorite horror movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The original?
Sure.
What you say? Sure, you don't mean like the 2003 version, do you?
No, yes, sir. Like, yeah, that's
Oh,
the best.
oh,
That's the only one I've seen. I never seen the other ones.
you're
It's
probably
just like
better
you.
off.
It's like you know how you're aware of like the remakes and the straight to DVD versions, and it's just like you just have no interest in it.
Yeah.
You'd rather see the original. Yeah. And, I love that movie. Um, comes to mind.
It's hard to compare our movies because we've never we've never seen the ones that the other person is mentioning.
Yeah. So I mean, you've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen that and the remake and a few of the other crappy ones.
I think there's one coming out next year.
Yeah. It's a made by Bloomhouse, the same people who have not fixed a lot of franchises, but they've revived a lot. They're the ones that brought back Halloween and stuff.
Mm.
So, uh, what about Alien? What do you think about Alien?
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
That is a horror movie. Absolutely. I love that movie. Oh yeah, you know what's another good one? The Thing.
Oh yeah. Alien and The Thing. Which one's better? Yeah. I'm gonna say Alien because it leads into Aliens, and I love Alien.
Okay, I want to see Aliens, but that's James Cameron, right?
Yeah. You've never seen Aliens?
Just because it's James Cameron.
Wow. You don't like Avatar?
I hate Avatar. I think Avatar is the most overrated piece of shit. Don't even get me
I've
started.
never met anyone who actively likes the movie Avatar.
Avatar is so whack. It had nothing going for it but the visuals, and that's it.
I like the fighting. I like the like Navi versus.
I feel like the video game is more entertaining than the
I
actual
did get the video
movie.
game for Christmas. I will agree. It was pretty fun.
No, that movie is fucking whack. I'm sorry. If Anyway, um, what were we talking about? Oh, Alien is the Thing.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't know. I think I honestly kind of lean towards the Thing.
Really.
Just, just
Well, you
cause
haven't
it's
seen
just.
Aliens, to be fair. So I feel like Alien and Aliens should be viewed together.
I do want to see. I should watch Aliens.
I'd say
Give
that
it a shot. But
Aliens
that's
is
more action packed though, right?
yeah. It's less horror, more action. But I like Aliens better than Alien. So and I love Alien.
Alien Resurrection wasn't that bad.
All right, dude.
It wasn't that
Did you
bad.
play Alien Isolation?
No,
Oh
I
wow,
didn't. I didn't. I
definitely play
have it
that.
downloaded, but I still haven't played it yet.
It sounds like you're scared.
No, I've been trying to get back into Resident Evil 7, but that's just been stressing me out.
Real in
Um,
your PSVR, dude.
Look, listen. Um, The Thing is really good. The
Yeah,
Thing is incredible. I and it's funny. I don't know. Every time now I think of The Thing, I think of Among Us, which I guess that's obvious, you know.
yeah.
Um, there was another horror movie that I was
Well,
just thinking
going
about.
back to the thing, John Carpenter, who directed the thing, also directed Halloween.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I never seen Halloween,
Oh
so
yeah, yeah, definitely same directing style. So, I
let
mean,
me
Halloween is a precursor, but I think you should watch it.
let me ask you, what did you think of Alien Covenant?
After Prometheus, I thought Alien Covenant was better because it had aliens in it, but it was also very bad. So,
I love Prometheus.
yeah, yeah, you would.
Prometheus is really good. Like when you think about,
Oh yeah, if
oh
you think
my,
about it, it's good. Yeah, yeah, bro.
Prometheus is great. I don't care what anybody say.
Okay.
Um, what is that movie I was just thinking about?
Was it it?
It is good. I didn't see the original.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to see chapter two.
Chapter 2 is okay.
Um, see, this is why. Oh, Midsummer. That's exactly what I was thinking
Midsummer.
about. Midsummer, Hereditary.
Yeah, the same type. They're all like, I think they're made by A21 or whatever, the same
Yeah,
company.
A24. They've been on a
A24.
roll.
Yeah, Midsummer. I,
Midsummer
I,
is
I
when I first seen it, I've seen it like three times after it. I love that movie so much.
as someone who's dating a Swedish girl,
Hmm.
I feel like that movie completely missed the concept of Midsummer, but
I mean, that's the point.
and it doesn't look very much like Sweden when you watch the movie and then you actually see Sweden. But yeah, it's a good
But
movie.
that's funny because I want to go to Sweden after I watch that movie.
I think
That
Sweden's
movie,
nicer, but the thing
that
is,
movie is good.
it's very good. But I don't think I've ever. I know if like two handfuls of Swedish people in my life, and none of them have ever seen it. And I'm like, was it not marketed there? Like you feel
Mm.
like we are based in Virginia. If someone made a horror movie based off of Virginia, I feel like a lot of people in Virginia would immediately go watch it.
I would love that actually.
But for some reason, I want to look that up. What horror movies are in Virginia? But yeah, Midsummer A24, like you said, Hereditary, also a very good movie. Creepy. Um, Spoilers coming up, but I think the part of that movie that stuck with me is when the little girl sticks her head out of the window for more air and gets decapitated.
Oh yes, like that. I mean, that's yeah. That Hereditary is such a trip. Like it's just I love that those type of movies where you just have no idea what happens after that because it's like when again spoilers when she gets decapitated it's like okay where else can it go after this like I feel like that was like the major thing that happened but it turns up a lot it turns up a lot and that ending is just I just love stuff like that.
It's just random, but yeah.
It's super random.
Speaking of movies set in Virginia, Silence of the Lambs is apparently set in Virginia and shot in Virginia.
Yeah, that's like I think that's like Northern Virginia.
That's about right. That's about how everybody up there is. They love eating people in Northern Virginia. Nova.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, Silence of the Lambs is really good. I haven't seen that in a while. I want to see all of the Hannibal Lecter movies. What was the one that came after that? It was like
Red
Red
Dragon.
Red Dragon, right? Then there was a third one, I think.
Um, it was like a prequel, I think, right? Like Hannibal something. Hannibal
Oh yeah,
Rising.
yeah. Where they did like a younger version of him.
Hmm.
Jesus. I still haven't watched the show.
That's a weird series. How do you base an entire franchise around Hannibal Lecter? I mean, I guess it's based off a book, right?
I have no idea. But just thinking about Hannibal makes me think about that other movie. It's called Willard. Have you ever seen it?
Called what?
It's called Willard. Willard. About this guy that's like he's like a he's like a very shy person, but he has all these rats around him. I
Is
forgot how
this
the
an
movie
older
goes.
movie?
It came out in 2003.
It's Willard. That sounds like a '70s movie that I've heard of. Maybe it got
Yeah,
remade. Maybe it's a remake.
probably. Oh, Final Destination. I'm just looking at Google
Yeah, I figured.
results. Final Destination is good.
Yeah, is it? The
It is. It is.
first
That
one, I
entire
like. I
series
think
is
the
pretty
first one is
good.
okay. I think the first one is okay.
Like, I don't know which one is my favorite though.
Have you seen all of them? I think I watched all of them last summer.
I think the last one I probably seen was The Final Destination. 'Cause I see there's a Final Destination 5. I think I might have missed out on that.
Damn, you didn't see it in theaters.
Nah, man.
Uh, I don't know. Final Destination. It only works for so long before it's like, okay.
Oh my God. I'm so glad this just came up. Evil Dead.
Oh hell
The
yeah.
Evil Dead. The
Mm-hmm.
Evil Dead is good. The one with by Sam Raimi that came out in the 80s, that's good. But Evil Dead that came out
The
2013,
remake,
yes.
yeah.
I think
In terms of horror movie, Evil Dead is a
mhm,
better horror movie than
mhm,
The Evil Dead.
mhm, mhm, mhm. And it has so much gore. I think for me is The Shaman, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Evil Dead, Midsummer, and I don't know what my fifth movie will be. I'd have to think about it. Maybe Hereditary. Maybe that's my top five. But
Already,
Evil Dead is
already picking top
incredible.
fives. Yeah, I love the Evil. I love the how different it is compared to the original.
Hmm.
I wish it got a sequel. It might be getting a sequel, but as far as I know, it's like because they did the show, which is really good too.
I haven't seen it.
It's super good, but I don't know if there because there was supposed to be a sequel where both of the Ashes were in it and stuff, and I don't think we ever heard anything about that afterwards.
Well, I mean, the movie came out 2013, so probably way past that time now.
Well, they're making something called a movie called Evil Dead Rise. I know that for a fact. I don't know if that's a sequel
Okay.
to the show or a sequel to the remake or a sequel to Army of Darkness, but
Hmm.
yeah, I love Evil. Like that movie's so good.
Yes, it really is. I need to see it. Where can I stream it? Oh, freaking Sling. What the hell is Sling?
You love to see it.
Oh, it does come on AMC at 1 o'clock in the morning.
What, what's that AMC marathon thing called? I forgot what it was called. You know what I'm talking about? Where they show horror movies all month?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched cable in so long.
Yeah, same. It's like AMC Horror Marathon or something.
Jesus, that is loud.
It's fine. I'm not. I'm tired.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Um, I do need to see. All right, so what are some horror movies you do need to see? You need to see The Shining. That's the first thing you need to see.
The Shining.
You need to add that to your list. I bought that. I wish I could send it to you digitally, but I don't think we had that right.
You ever seen Predator? Like the original?
Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Excuse me.
Never seen Predator. That seems like a movie
I
you'd
know,
like.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I need to get up on it. Um, have you seen Paranormal Activity?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it was one of the last movies I watched on cable television was Paranormal Activity. I don't know why I remember that, but it was like late one night. I just watched some of it. Is it scary?
I think it was scary the first time I watched it. The
That's
first time I seen
that's
it
the
was pretty.
security camera thing, right? Where they,
Hmm.
uh,
Where he just has a weird reason for filming them while they
yeah,
sleep or some shit like that.
Phasmophobia too.
Exactly. The Blair Witch Project.
Oh, great! I love that movie.
Yes,
Have you seen the sequel that
I
came out?
haven't.
Mm.
I would see again. I wasn't sure if I wanted to,
Yeah, I heard it wasn't that good. So
and they made a game.
yeah, I did see that. I watched someone play a little bit of that, but I don't
Like,
know. I feel like games like that are weird. Like Amnesia. Like I think Amnesia is cool, but it's also weird. I feel like it's
yeah, I
not
haven't.
really a game if you can't like if you're running away from something that works, but like if it's like you're in danger but you're also not. I don't know.
Hmm.
We're speaking
You
about games
know,
now, but
just us talking about this, I want to play Resident Evil 7.
how far are you into that?
Ah, I just, well, I mean, because I haven't played it in like a couple of weeks, not a couple of weeks, but like a week or so. Um, and this is like my fourth playthrough of it, but I just got from Mia cutting my hand off. So like in the beginning
Yeah, it's
still,
still the beginning of the game. Yeah.
yeah, such a
Uh,
good game.
I love Resident Evil 7. I think of the non remakes, Resident Evil 7 is my favorite.
Yeah, I would say so. I
I
would say the same.
I think like because Resident Evil 2 remake is my absolute favorite Resident Evil game. That or 4, but
Hmm.
7 is fantastic. I like 7. I mean, I imagine you like it because it's got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes going on with
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
absolutely.
but yeah, that game is great. I just wish it had more enemy variety.
Hmm.
I because the bosses in the game are great. I mean, great as in design wise, they are gross looking. Some of the bosses in the game are not the best, but like I don't know. If if you like horror, you need to play Resident Evil 7. That's just how it
Definitely.
is.
I was gonna ask you a question, but I don't want to spoil it, so
Well,
I'll ask you
just spoil it.
afterwards.
Whatever.
No, I was just gonna ask, did you pick Mia or Zoe the first time?
Well, I know you're supposed to pick Mia, so I picked Mia the first time. Because no matter what, you get the same result, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. I really don't.
But you came there to save your wife, so if we're going on the topic of video games, one that uh came out a while ago that was a pretty big hit when it came out, and it's still got a pretty healthy population. Is Friday the 13th the game? I don't know if you played it.
I did play a little bit of that.
I still play that.
I just wish it was. I just wish it played better. You know.
Well, they're not like at a certain point, like they were planning to release more content for it, and they were legally not allowed to, so they just had to shut the whole thing down.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah, the game is still
What?
fun. Yeah, because I think it's solved now because LeBron James is like producing the next Friday the 13th movie. But
Are you serious?
yeah, but there was like a something about the rights or whatever, and who got money from it, and they just wouldn't let the company work on the game anymore. And then they went and
You
made that
know.
Predator game. So
Oh yeah. Which is funny because both games are so damn laggy.
yeah, and I heard the Predator game is not even as good as Friday the 13th. So
Well, the I mean, for what I played of the beta, the Predator game wasn't that bad, but it was just super buggy, super laggy.
I don't know. I I still play Friday the 13th sometimes with my girlfriend. We enjoy that game. She's not too big into horror games though. I want to get her to play Phasmophobia with me.
I want to play that.
I haven't played it at all, but because we played Pacify, which is pretty freaking scary, and she gets scared easily. She hates ghost games, or not ghost games, but like she loves horror stuff that involves ghosts, but she like is never scared of anything besides ghosts. So
You
yeah,
want to know? I actually was visited by a ghost the other day.
were you?
I really was. It was, what day was it? It was like a Wednesday night. I was playing Call of Duty.
Were
It
you
was
visited by
around,
soap?
I
Soap,
wish.
come back.
I wish. Um, but no, it was like 7 o'clock. I was playing Call of Duty, and all of a sudden, one of my books fell off my bookcase. It just fell off the shelf out of the blue. I just sat there, just waiting for presents. I didn't feel anything. But then when I went to pick the book up, it was Spawn. That crazy. What does that say,
It
Jordan?
was
What does that mean?
Spawn. It was.
It was Spawn.
He was like, please buy my merch. It's Todd McFarlane.
Please,
Please
please
buy
make me
Spawn.
relevant.
Yeah,
Please make
please
me
buy
relevant again.
Spawn merch.
Please make Spawn great again.
I thought we were getting the real ghost stories. Now I want to do a real ghost stories podcast. We should do that next week. We'll do a real ghost stories podcast. Because my girlfriend has a lot. Maybe I'll get her on here.
Yeah, I would love to hear it. I'm not afraid of. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Ha ha ha. But I'm
Ghostbusters,
not.
not a horror
I'm
movie,
not.
but good. I mean, neither am I, but I remember I told you this was a long time ago. This was after we graduated, and,
Mm,
and I was telling you about because I was dating that one girl, and then we
mm.
moved into our dorms, and you remember I was telling you it was like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you were sending me those recordings. I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah. I wish I still had those. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. I do remember
I'll
that.
save that story for next week, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like the first time I was like legit. Okay. Ghost, that might be a thing.
Ghosts.
Speaking of that, man, that just makes me want to play Phasmophobia more. Um
Yeah,
Trying to think of horror games though. Uh
I was trying to think of like ghost movies. What's a good ghost movie?
Poltergeist?
Never seen it.
Yeah, I figured. uh
Oh, it's on Netflix though, so I might watch it.
yeah. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Hell yeah.
Never
Never.
seen it.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, listen, have you seen Hellraiser though?
I want to. I've thought
What?
about it so many times watching. I just don't.
See, now listen. Okay,
He's not a ghost though.
I know. It just popped up in my head. Hellraiser is, if it's not in my top five, it's definitely my top 10. Sure.
Hellraiser, Pinhead, Larry.
And then I watched Hellraiser 2 after that and wasn't too hot on that. It wasn't that bad, but it was just like I just wish they still had the same cast members in that one. Hellraiser is a really good movie. You know what's another good movie? American Werewolf in London. Have you seen that?
Oh hell yeah! I think
That was really good.
with the previous host Steven, we were talking about that before.
Oh yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. It's so weird,
Hmm.
and it's he was arguing that I don't remember what if this was on his podcast or mine, but he was arguing that it wasn't like comedy. What do you think about that?
Oh no, it is a comedy.
Yeah,
The movie is funny as hell.
yeah. He was like, I don't know
I
what he
mean,
said
the director, if I'm not mistaken, did like John Landis. Yeah, he did those. Oh well, he did. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he did. Animal House.
Yeah,
He did Coming to America,
you did the Blues
Trading
Brothers, didn't
Places,
you?
The Blues Brothers. Hell yeah, nah. American Werewolf in London is definitely a
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
comedy.
it's a horror comedy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
it's
be
like a
wrong.
dark comedy. Exactly.
Because I think it came out the same year as The Howling, and
Ooh,
I I like The Howling. I don't know if
I
you ever
need to
seen.
see that.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I like The Howling. I'm like say I like it better than well, because I think The Howling is more of a horror film than American Werewolf in London is. I think
Yeah, I want to watch some really good. I want to watch some really good vampire movies and some really good werewolf movies.
you're just trying to watch Blade.
You know, I never finished Blade. I never really finished it.
It's because Blade is weird. It's no Twilight.
Oh, I tried watching Twilight not too long ago. I haven't finished that.
I've
I'm
seen
just
every
like,
Twilight movie.
yeah, I I went on a date with a girl to see the second Twilight movie, and it was super weird because her mom and her little brother was there watching the movie, and her little brother was just like rocking in his seat the entire time. I'm just like, chill out, kid. It's not even that good. But that's definitely off topic.
Do you remember the plot of Twilight 2?
I don't.
Is
I
that
don't.
is that
I wasn't paying attention.
which one is that? The werewolf one? Is that which one is that? Is
Is it
that New
New Moon?
Moon? Yeah, it's New Moon. That's the one where
Whichever one came out in '09.
that's the one where she's like Edward's like I can't be your your boyfriend anymore. And then she's like, "I'm gonna kill myself. You're my boyfriend." And he's like, "What? What?" He's so much.
Jesus.
So so she hops on the dirt bike and ghost vampire Edward shows up and he's like, "Stop!" and then and then there's a part where she's gonna jump off the cliff and he's like, "Literally, why are you doing this?" and then she hops off the cliff. Oh my god!
What?
Yeah, you should rewatch those.
I really do. I really want to watch that now. That you said that because that sounds insane.
Even if you don't want to rewatch them, watch the Cosmonaut Picture Show because he watched it with a friend. He watched the entire series and it's hilarious and it's stupid. That movie,
Oh
those
my
movies are so bad.
god.
Well, the first one had atmosphere. I'm not gonna say the first one was a bad movie. I thought the first one
Yeah,
had a
it
really
had a
cool
pretty
atmosphere.
decent vibe to it. It was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
except at the end where they're like, "All right, we're gonna rip this other guy apart and burn him in the fireplace." Like, okay, all
Jeez.
right, but
Yeah. Nah, the first one definitely just brought me back to middle school, which was just weird, but
where you went on a date with a girl and your
yeah,
little brother.
yeah.
Well, you knew.
Jesus Christ.
Did we meet in middle school or high school?
High school.
I was gonna say because if you knew me in middle school, I was not going on dates with girls and their moms and brothers to
Oh
see
yeah,
Twilight.
no. No, no. That was middle school.
I just meant in general. I wasn't talking to girls, but yeah,
Oh well, Jesus.
I was watching Dragon Ball. Hell yeah!
I hate that shit. I hate Dragon Ball.
You had a Dragon Ball T-shirt that I asked you about once, and you're like, "I've never seen it." I was like, "Okay, poser." How do you hate Dragon Ball? What's not horror? Whatever.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
I just can't believe you went on a date with a girl's mom.
Yeah, and her little brother.
How's that a date? That's like you were invited to a family outing.
I mean, she made it seem like it was a day. Hey, come meet me at the movies. All right, I'm thinking she was getting dropped off. Like I got dropped off by my mom.
Yeah.
I walked in on a whole fucking family affair. They all excited for the new Twilight movie. I'm just here for.
Yeah, why is middle school energy there for you?
Let me stop.
Look, looking to hold hands, brother.
Exactly.
Oh my. I
Just
remember.
looking to.
You remember PlayStation Home?
You know what? I never used it, but I
Wow.
do
I,
remember
I
it though.
remember in 2018 with the original Twilight, they had the theater thing playing where it would just play the Twilight trailer over and over.
Why?
I don't remember why I remembered that, but
Ew.
they put the Paramore song. Paramore's a good band. I'm just throwing that out there.
Actually, I did hear that one song from the movie, and that is a pretty good song.
Yeah, Paramore slaps. All of their albums slap. Make a horror album, Paramore.
Is it? Oh, the code. Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw a Naruto music video once, so
What?
I think I did. I don't go I don't go around watching Naruto music videos, but that one
Yeah,
comes to
sure,
mind.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever.
like hell yeah. I get home a long day. I'm like time to watch some anime music videos and movies.
I mean, it's better than hentai.
Is it?
I don't
They,
know.
they probably have music videos for that too. But
I'm sure they do.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. You ever play the old Resident Evil games?
I can't. I tried to play the
Tank controls.
exactly like I try to play. I try to play the remake of the first one on my PS4, and I had gotten to a part where I was like, okay, I'm feeling the rhythm, I'm getting the groove, I'm figuring this stuff out. And I came to a door, and it says that the doorknob fell off. I'm just like,
What?
fuck this game.
What? Just pick the doorknob back up and put it back
No,
in.
no,
Why is
what?
why
So
is that the part where you went? All right.
because like I said, I was so focused and so determined because at that point I was trying to play it so many times. So like I don't know, it's just it really brought my pace down, and I was just like, you know what, fuck this game. I hate the controls anyway.
It ruined the mood. He said you were done.
Yeah, I was fed up. I just could not. Just it's too much. I wanted to ask you, did you ever see Cursed?
Cursed?
Yeah, it came out in
What?
2004.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Netflix show with the girl from 13 Reasons Why.
It's a Wes Craven werewolf movie.
That sounds really familiar.
It got Jesse Eisenberg in it.
Oh, he's like 14 in that then.
Yeah, this was a really good movie. I mean, it wasn't really good. I mean, Wes Craven, which by the way, Scream is like honestly one of my other favorite horror movies. Wes Craven's pretty good though.
Wait,
I used to watch this as a lot when I was younger.
he made a Freddy vs. Jason, dude. No, he made a Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. So
Oh yeah, I see.
Cursed. Wes Craven and John Carpenter though both have some stinkers. So I don't know.
Let me see, John Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I want to see They Live. I don't think that's a horror movie, but
Kind of is. It's
I
kind of
see a
just real
sci-fi
life.
horror.
They Live is great. I watched on the AMC horror movie marathon once.
It's funny because Spawn is in that movie. Keith David.
You and Spawn.
Yeah.
That movie is terrible.
No, I'm just saying that Keith David is in They Live.
I bet he wishes it wasn't in Spawn though. Have
It
you ever played?
wasn't
You remember that Spawn game with PS1?
ever played it, but I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
you're
about.
probably better off that way. I think everyone was.
But they're supposed to be remaking it though, right?
I don't know. I hope not. What is Spawn? Who went Spawn? This
Spawn.
is a fantastic idea.
Let me break it down to you, brother. Spawn was an assassin for the U.S. government. I hope I'm getting this right.
Yeah.
But Spawn was no. But Spawn was he was like a mercenary, but then he got killed by one of his best friends, he went to hell because he killed so many people. Um, and the devil pretty much gave him a second chance, but he is basically like an enforcer for the devil, pretty much, and that's what Spawn is.
Hmm. I also want
The
to throw
con-
this out there though before you go on that Keith David is not in Spawn.
oh well,
It's a
but
funny question.
he's in the cartoon. He's in the cartoon series.
If you say so, that makes more
He
sense. That
is.
makes more sense. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the voice actor for Spawn.
I hope so.
Nah, the live action was what's his name?
Michael something Jai White or
Yeah,
something.
Black Dynamite.
Yeah, Afro Samurai. I'm kidding. That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Jesus.
I'm just saying it is. I like Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai is great.
It's
The
no
movie is good
samurai
too.
shampoo,
That is not. That is not.
but I don't know. What's some anime
Uh,
horror movies? I think uh
would you consider? Have you seen Perfect Blue?
yeah, that's a horror movie. That's like a psychological torture horror movie. Perfect Blue is great.
Apparently, that movie Black Swan is like somewhat loosely based on it. I never seen it, but Perfect Blue is really good.
American stealing from the Japanese. Color me surprised.
Mm.
Uh, there's dang, there's an anime based off the guy who wrote Uzumaki. I mean, it's not. If you've never read any of his work, I don't want to butcher his name off the top of my head, so I'm gonna look it up. But
Naruto Uzumaki?
yeah, no, Junji Ito, Junji Ito. If
Oh
you
yeah.
it, one read his manga or his comics, for some people out there, read all of his manga, read everything he's made. It is so good. Um, but there's an anime based off of some of his manga, and it's not great, but it's still pretty spooky. It's just his art is so well designed and good that it's hard. I think it's pretty hard to replicate in a cheaply produced anime. So that's why the anime doesn't come off as well as like his drawings do. But if you want to
Mm.
be scared, look up Junji Ito and then read literally any of his work. It's so good.
Shout out to that boy Junji Ito.
And Uzumaki, I think, is the name of one of his. I think it's his most famous uh, stories. But I think he's also the guy that made the one about the sharks that come out of the sea and walk on four legs and eat people. So if you've ever seen any gifs from that anime, yeah,
I want to watch an interview of his just to see like where does he get these horror movie idea or horror anime or
Junji
manga
Ito,
ideas from? Huh?
Junji Ito,
Yeah.
yeah, apparently he's like a super cool, nice dude too.
Yeah, those always the ones.
I'm just at I what Gio, Gio, I think that's what it's called. It's the one where the fish grow legs and start eating people or something.
Hell.
It's like I read it. This is old. This is like from 2002, so I probably read it in like 2010. But it's like fish, like zombie fish, come out of the water and they have robot legs and they eat people.
That just reminded me. The host. I
Oh,
don't know
the
who.
host. Yeah, that's the
I
same
don't know
dude. That's the
why
same dude
that
that
just
directed. Damn.
Bong Joon Woo or Ho. Excuse me. Oh, he did Parasite. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to
Parasite
see
is
that.
great. The host is
Is
great.
that like a horror movie
Kind
or it's like
of.
a thriller?
It's like a it's hard to explain without spoiling it because you should definitely watch it without knowing anything about it. You
I
don't want
haven't
to.
really seen too much of
Yeah,
it.
like just don't look up anything about it and then go watch it. He also made Snowpiercer, I think.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. Oh, and then I try to watch. I still need to finish that other movie, Mother.
Oh, with Jessica Chastain.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
The same guy.
with Mother.
Bong. Yeah, he did a movie called Mother.
I was thinking of
Came out in
Mama for. I was
2009.
thinking of Mama, but I was also thinking of a different movie called Mother. Maybe.
Oh, with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's a
thinking.
good movie.
I heard it was weird and like
I loved it.
based off of like the Bible or something. But I think you're talking about the other
Yeah,
Mother too.
it goes there. It goes. Ooh, I need to see that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while. But the host is so good.
Yeah.
They need to make more movies like that.
More movies like The Host specifically, or
No,
Korean
I'm just
movies.
no. Yeah, they need to make more Korean movies.
Korean movies
For
are
those,
always good. They're literally always good. It
no,
doesn't matter.
definitely, definitely, definitely,
Oh,
definitely.
here's a speaking of Asian horror movies. I don't know if anyone would ever consider this a horror movie, but I would. Shin Godzilla or Shin Gojira, or as it was released in America, Godzilla Resurgence, which doesn't make any sense, the title,
I
but
really need to see
that
that.
movie was, I love that movie. I stand that movie. It is
I'm sure it's
horror.
better than the most recent ones, right?
Well, it's different because you know that there's coming to kaiju films like Godzilla. There are people who want giant monster fights, and that's
Mm,
what the American ones recently have given you. And I don't think they're bad at all. Like I really like 2014. I think King of the Monsters is okay. And then there are people who are like, Godzilla should be, like a superhero, and those are the Showa era films where he fights like Jet Jagger. He fights with him, Jet
yeah.
Jagger, and then Mothra and all that. And then there are people because they still make some movies based off Godzilla movies are pretty rare now, but um, where he's like a metaphor for humanity's
Hmm.
terrible deeds
Hmm.
or whatever, and that's what Shin Godzilla is. But it's like it's not humanity's terrible deeds; it's the Japanese government's terrible deeds. Like
Mm.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, and I don't even think I could if I tried. But it's basically like a movie making fun of the Japanese government for the way that you remember the 2011 earthquake
Yeah.
and all of that radiation leaked into the ocean. It's
Mm.
basically that, and then the radiation leaks into the ocean, and it creates Godzilla. But it's maybe you know what Evangelion is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's directed by the guy that made Evangelion.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, and obviously that means that it it's it's a mind fuck of a movie. Uh, Definitely go watch it. I want to talk about it, but definitely go watch it. It's atomic breath scene is probably my favorite kaiju giant monster movie scene ever. It is,
All right now. You
yeah.
you hyping it up. You hyping
I'm.
it up.
It's got a fantastic soundtrack, even though a lot of the songs are just stolen from the Evangelion anime. But literally,
I mean,
when
ain't nothing wrong with that.
this podcast is done, or even now, listen to "Who Will Know," and I forgot what the other one was called. But "Who Will Know" off the Shin Godzilla soundtrack is fantastic because it I don't know if it's this one or the other one I'm thinking of. Just listen to the whole soundtrack, but it's basically telling you Godzilla's perspective, where he's like, I have no idea why these people are attacking me, and I have no idea what I've done wrong.
What?
Yeah, and
Okay.
this isn't a spoiler, but it's like the original ending basically. That and then he was like, "Wow, that probably is stupid and won't work, but it's amazing." Basically, Godzilla, he evolves into something that doesn't need to eat or breathe or anything, and he's just powered by his nuclear engine. And then that was a weird noise. I didn't like that. And then he goes into space and he essentially creates a big bang and it creates another universe, and that was
What?
supposed to be the yeah.
Okay, 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 okay,
Well,
okay,
that's
okay.
not that was the ending that he wanted, but the ending that we got, I think, is fantastic and probably better because it's way more horror line. Um, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's great. Like, obviously, he originally wanted like a Lovecraftian horror thing, and then what we got was more kaiju horror than anything else. But yeah, go. That's my favorite horror movie. That's where I was going with this.
Really?
Yeah,
Shin
yeah,
Godzilla?
yeah. If you have time, watch it after this. No, well, you probably have to go to bed, but watch it
Ah,
tomorrow or
shit,
something.
shit. I'm about to hold on.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Uh, so yeah, go watch Shin Godzilla. Anything else you
Yeah,
want to talk about
I
before we
might
go?
I might watch that tonight while I eat.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Actually. Yeah, I mean, how long is it?
I want to say an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but it's definitely worth going through. It's 2 hours exactly, I think, maybe a little less.
Okay, yeah. I'll check it out tonight. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll send you my Japanese account so you can watch it.
Ooh, thank you.
That was sarcasm. It was supposed to. Never mind. All right. We got really off topic at the end there, but so
Wink, wink. I got you.
yeah, what's your favorite horror movie? Just to let the crowd know.
All right. Shining.
The Shining. Okay, and mine's
Definitively.
Shin Godzilla. I want you to watch Shin Godzilla tonight. You're probably
And
gonna like
I
The Shining
want
better.
you to watch The
Yeah.
Shining tonight.
Okay, I'll watch The Shining. I'm gonna watch Godzilla first, and then I'll watch The Shining because I gotta stay up and
Okay.
edit a script anyway. So,
Cool.
all right. Thank you for listening to the off-topic movie podcast. We might change to this format instead of movie news. We'll cover some movie news, but I like just kind of talking about whatever. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.